It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. Odell Beckham Jr., 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. He goes 105 yards on the kick return.
Check 55 for Mike. Check right, check right.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of it just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Debo. Again, this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for...
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll... Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at...
Good Foley, 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, he covered a lot of Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also drive, you're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force it.
Look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization.
Incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he's a...
Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. Marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down.
Dead on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight.
And there he goes again. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a taste. Specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Big grip.
On 1st down, Manning eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the down.
It's just me.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw, it's Manning. And that'll be...
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy can hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here There's Garoppolo to throw. Completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come.
On now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Sanders' kick is good.
And those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more than this. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis.
Guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante.
His athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 30.
Not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out.
Switch up, switch up.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll get about
The numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now.
That's what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere.
And play this time, they double it and pick up 6. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to the top. He got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Got his target, Samuel. Garoppolo now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's a short as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Odell Beckham Jr. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He finds McKinnon, complete.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 more to his total.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will... The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's loose again. And the Miami Dolphins are into the end zone. The Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Sacks. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Garoppolo now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 7. It's 3rd down. Now Garoppolo leads for McKinnon on the draw. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Barkley, and an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take it in. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
In trouble, and he he's taken down.
Pull their starting quarterback almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit. Next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup,
Teen season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.